Yo guys, CFB, welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully we're all doing well. It's it's a review of the West Ham Chelsea game. West Ham 3, Chelsea 1. I'm not having the best day now. It was going great. The day was going great, but now it's doesn't seem too great. But yeah, before we get into the match review, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. First link in the description is my second chance to go and check that out. And let's get straight into the video because there's a couple of things I want to speak about, obviously, to do with the game. We're going to have a recap of the game, the recap of the goals and stuff like that. And I got a couple of things to say. Obviously, if you can guess, the couple of things I have to say are not great. Not great whatsoever, because really poor game from us today. Really poor game. Obviously, I predicted yesterday, if you watched my preview, if you haven't already, go and check it out. To see how much of a mug I look like, but not as much of a mug compared to other fans, let's just say that. Because I said Chelsea were going to win 2-1 yesterday. I wasn't confident. I said it was going to be a tough game, but I was confident we was going to win it. Well, how wrong was I? How wrong was I? Now, first half, well, let's go with the lineup. So we lined up again with a free back again. Well, from what I can tell, it was a free back. It was goalkeeper Sanchez. We went with Disgraceful, Silva and Colwell as the centre-backs. Chilwell and Gusto. So this does look like a 5-back, by the way, I've just said it. And then we went with Enzo and Gallagher in the midfield. And then we had Carney, Sterling and Jackson. Now, first sight, I was disappointed that it seems like we've gone with the 5-back again. I was there like, the whole of pre-season, we were doing really well with the 4-back, you know, and every time we switched to the 5-back, we looked worse in pre-season. We've played with the 5-back against Liverpool, and albeit, yes, it was 1-1, and we played decent, we deserved to win that game. Today, in the first half, obviously, the first 10 minutes we conceded from a corner. It was always going to happen. When, you know, West Ham are a team that just hoof the ball up and cross it in. They're good off free kicks and set pieces. They're good off set pieces, and fair play to them. That's their game, fair play. As much as how annoying it is, it's their game. And they scored in the first 10 minutes, and I was still confident. I was like, I called it kind of in the video yesterday. I said, if we don't settle down for the first 20 minutes like we did against Liverpool, we will concede, and we did. But I was confident we was going to bounce back, and that's exactly what we did. We bounced back. And it was great from Carney Chukwuemeka. I forgot who assisted him, but Carney gets it. This is why I like Carney so much, because he gets the ball and he's got no fear. He's got nothing to lose. He gets the ball, psychs the one West Ham player out and bends it in the bottom wall. Round, it was right-hand corner. It was the right-hand corner. And I was really happy. I was ecstatic, because I know Carney Chukwuemeka's got that in his locker, and he's proven it. And I'm glad he's proven it, because he's proving people wrong as well. So fair play to Carney on that. Obviously, that's when we got our goal. Shortly after the Carney goal, unfortunately, Carney goes off injured. Unfortunately. And in my opinion, this is where I think we have a little bit of a downfall. Because as soon as Carney Chukwuemeka came off, even though we were the better team for the rest of that half against West Ham, we were better in the first half against West Ham. We were the better team. When Carney goes off injured, it's like for the whole rest of the game, we fell apart. That's what it was like. It seemed like Carney was the one, attacking-wise, actually, like, you know, keeping the attack, you know, going. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, in my opinion, Chukwuemeka coming off was a big miss for us for the whole game. That's just how I felt for today's game. And then, obviously, West Ham score in the second half. Second half starts. Chukwuemeka comes off and injured. It looks like he's going to be out for like a month or two. So speedy recovery to him. Bit unfortunate. And Mudryk comes on. West Ham score. It's awful defending by us, in my opinion. Disgraceful is the only one back. Colwell loses out shoulder to shoulder to Michael Antonio, someone lifts the ball over to Antonio. Antonio just takes it in stride, shoots outside the box and scores past Sanchez. In my opinion, I think Sanchez should do way better there. That's just my opinion. Again, I might be being a bit harsh, but I think he does pretty crap there. And then the third goal, Caicedo comes on. 15 minutes later, towards the end of the game, in the 90th minute, he gives away a penalty. Obviously, we're going to get into the individuals and the player ratings soon, so I'll talk about Caicedo's performance as a whole. But for the penalty, it's an awful penalty to give away. Awful penalty to give away. The game was done at that point. I knew as soon as it hit the 80th minute, I knew the game was finished. I knew the game was unfortunately finished because West Ham were low blocking the hell. As soon as they got that first goal in the first half, they low blocked it. We got the first goal. No, we got a goal back, obviously, which was to do with fear, to do with no fear from Carney. So fair play to Carney at behalf. But as soon as West Ham got that second goal, they low blocked the whole game, and it brings me back, even for the last 3 seasons at Chelsea, not just last season. The whole of last 3 seasons, we always struggle to low blocks. Always. We can never break a low block. Carney showed it perfectly. Take a risk. Take a risk. Be adventurous. You know what I mean? Try and go solo sometimes. You know what I mean? And Carney did it brilliantly, and that's where it paid off. Shoot outside the box too. I never see us shoot outside the box more than enough. We need to start hitting shots outside the box, because who knows, a goalkeeper could make a save and it could literally bounce straight out to one of our players and score from a rebound. But we never shoot from outside the box to create that kind of chance. So when teams are low blocking against us, I want to see that. I want to see players taking more risks, taking more players on, and having shots, you know, from outside the box. If you got the chance, do it. And there was a couple of occasions where we had the chance and we just didn't do it. It was really annoying. So yeah. Also, Enzo had a penalty. I forgot to mention this, actually. Enzo had a penalty in the first half, towards the end of the first half, when it was 1-1. And unfortunately, he missed it. I don't think Enzo was a penalty taker. I don't think... I've seen him take a penalty in the World Cup final, I think it was, and he missed it. I think it was either the World Cup final or at some point in the World Cup he missed it. So when Enzo was stand over the penalty, I didn't have 100% faith. As much as I think he's a great player, I didn't have 100% faith in him. But we need to find that penalty taker. Who's going to be our penalty taker in the future? Because I thought it was going to be Jackson to take it personally. But maybe Jackson isn't a penalty taker. Enzo's definitely not a penalty taker. We don't have a penalty taker in the squad. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. It's bloody annoying, the fact that we've got a loss. We drew and lost our first 2 games of the season. Yeah. It's draining, because you look forward to the game the whole day. Your whole week, I meant. You look forward to it the whole week. You're like, I can't wait to see my team play, you know, after how we performed last week, even though it was a draw. And you get to it, and it's just draining. It's just draining. Like I said, I thought before we started the second half, I thought we were going to go on and win this. I was 100% sure, because we didn't play bad in the first half, like I said. Second half, oh my, what happened? The whole team stunk in the second half. Even the subs stunk. And that's not Pochettino bringing on the wrong players. No, I don't think he brought on the wrong players. I think he brought on the right players. But the team just stunk today. Stunk. So, yeah, let's go through the player ratings for today. Sanchez, I'm starting off. I'm going with a 4. I think his distribution was better today than it was last week. But I'm sorry. I know, give players time. I'm going to give players time. And I'm going to give him time. But from what I've seen on the pitch today, and even last week, I think he looks a little bit shaky. And a lot of people were celebrating the fact Kepa's gone, because, you know, Kepa can't save long shots. But it looks like Sanchez can't either, and he's taller and longer. Do you know what I mean? So I'm hoping to see Sanchez do a bit better. I'm a bit disappointed in him so far. Then starting off, we're going to go with Gusto. Gusto's a little bit quiet, but he didn't put a foot wrong either, so I'd give Gusto a 5. He didn't do anything amazing, but he didn't do anything bad either. So I'll give him a 5. Chilwell was... I like Chilwell. He's just been... I think he was really poor today. Really poor. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I think he was really poor. Didn't really do much and was a bit slow. I'd give Chilwell a 3.5, to be honest. The centre-backs, Thiago Silva, didn't really put a foot wrong. But like I said, when it came to Antonio's goal, I don't know where Thiago Silva was. I don't know where he was. I don't know where Levi Colwill was either. It was just Diassi versus Antonio, and Diassi didn't really stand a chance, unfortunately. So Thiago Silva, I would give a 5. A 5. He didn't put anything badly wrong. Do you know what I mean? So I reckon if he was there for Antonio's goal in position, I don't think we would have conceded it. Colwill, good. Going on the ball, really good. Defensively was good. Again, it's the same thing with the Silva one. Where was he for the Antonio goal? He got shoved off the ball a little bit by Antonio as well. I'd say a 5 as well. Diassi, I've got to be honest, Diassi wasn't great today. I'd give Diassi a 4.5. I do not think he was that great today. I think the physicality of the Premier League really shone against him today. So I'd give Diassi 4.5. Then moving on to... So I've done Gusto, Chilwell, I've done the back three. Moving on to Enzo. Enzo, really good in the midfield, solid, always picking out the passes, he's always there. Defensively, he was solid as well, but he missed that penalty. And the thing is, as well, I think that penalty was make or break. I think if we scored that, we would have gone 2-1 up, and I think the team going into the second half would have been on an all-time high. You know what I mean? And I don't think those 2 goals that we conceded to West Ham would have happened if Enzo scored the penalty. If buts or maybes, you know what I mean? But the fact that he missed a penalty, I think, derailed the team. It derailed the team from... I think Carney coming off injured really unsettled our team a little bit in a way. We were still playing quite well, but in a way it unsettled the team. And obviously that was towards the end of the game as well. But Enzo's penalty, I think, just... I don't know. I think it derailed the team a little bit. It derailed it. So for Enzo, I would give a 5.5, I think. 5.5. Gallagher, I think, was actually relatively quite solid today. So fair play to Gallagher on that behalf. Again, didn't do anything wrong, but didn't really set the world alight. There was a couple of times where I was screaming for him to shoot. He had the opportunity to shoot outside the box with a little bit of space, and he didn't take the shot. And this is exactly what I was going on to the start of the video, guys. Shoot outside the box, take the risk. He's got a good shot on him, and he just doesn't take it. So I'd say Gallagher was a 5.5 as well. Sterling, first 10 minutes looked like the old Sterling, looked awful. But I actually think Sterling growed into the game, apart from the last 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes, it kind of died off. But what I liked about Sterling was he actually was taking players on today. He was taking players on, creating chances and steaming past players, and he wasn't slow in making a decision, like making a pass or a final pass. You know what I mean? He wasn't slow at doing that when he usually is. So Sterling, props to him. I actually think he played better. I'd give Sterling a 5.5. Carney got the goal and was relatively quite solid the whole game, linking up with the play, dropping back and helping out when he has to come deep. So Carney, I'd probably say, was our better player. 6. I would probably... Nah, it's harsh, actually. I think it's a 6.5. I'll be honest, I think it was a 6.5. I think he was really good. I think if he stayed on for the whole game and didn't get injured, I think he would have been actually quite good. And then Jackson. Jackson was really... Again, I think he was solid. I think he was another player that was solid today. Didn't really put a foot wrong, but... he's just missing a goal or an assist. That's all he's missing to his game, a goal and assist. And they will come. They come to every striker. It's only been 2 games of the season. They will come at some point. And I fully believe it. And he will get them. And, again, linking up the play, winning the ball back. When a player loses the ball, he's straight there winning it back. I've got to say he was a 5.5 today. Like I said, he's missing a goal or an assist. That's it. That's all he is. He's missing. Substitutes, Mudryk came on, and I don't think Mudryk had a good game today. I'd probably say Mudryk was he's too quick. That's the thing. It sounds crazy. Mudryk's too quick. He's already sprinted before he thinks, so he's always slipping over the ball and slipping over the pitch and everything. I would say Mudryk was a 4.5 today, I'll be honest. Then Mason Bustro came on, which was the only sub. I looked at Poch and was there like, what are we doing? Bustro came on. He was fighting to win the ball a bit, but I don't think I could really rate him because he came on so late. I think I would have liked to have seen Santos. I think I would have liked to have seen in this type of game, but he didn't get the minutes today. Bustro, like I said, I don't think I could rate him because he came on so late. Madueke came back on and he got some minutes today and he looked very bright. I think there was a chance where he cut in on his left foot, he shot, and it nearly went in. The goalkeeper literally just got a little touch to it and it hit the post. I think he looked decent when he came on. I'd probably say Madueke was a 5.5. And then lastly, if I haven't forgot any names, no, I don't think I've forgotten any names. But lastly, Caicedo came on and got his first minutes, first 25, 30 minutes. He wasn't good. He wasn't good. But I know some of our fans are going to be like, oh, it's already a waste of 115 minutes. And rival fans are going to be like, it's going to be a waste of 115 million already and stuff like that. Look, he's only been here a week. He's been here a week. He got 25, 30 minutes today. You know, let's be real. We all know Caicedo isn't a £115 million player. He's about 70 million or something like that. And he is really good. If you watched him last season, he was exceptional. And he will come good for us. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's only been one game. It's only been 30 minutes. He will come good. But you got to give it time. You got to give him time. But either way, I think he seemed a little bit sleepy when he came on today. He seemed a little bit sleepy. Misplacing a couple passes. Some of his tackles were a bit rash, like the penalty he gave away. He was in position, but I couldn't tell if we were still in that 5-back or we were in a 4-back at that time. I couldn't tell. So I gotta be honest, I think Caicedo was like a 4. I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest. He was like a 4. But it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. I think that's it for the player ratings. But I've just got to quickly bring up this point real quick. This team's going to take time. We're only 2 games into the Premier League season. Yes, we've got 1 point out of a possible 6. I get it. Not great. But it sometimes happens. This sometimes happens. I'm not worried. I still think we're going to have a really good season. I still think we're going to get Champions League football. You know, you look at United last, like a couple of seasons ago, or was last season, one of the two. They lost like their first 3 games of the season, and they ended up winning, getting Champions League football in the end, and having a better season than us. You look at Arsenal a couple of seasons ago; they only got like a couple points in their first couple games, and they were around the bottom half, and they ended up having a good season overall. Us in 16-17, we got like, I think it was like 3 or 4 points in like a possible 10 or 11 or 12, one of the two, in 16-17. We went on to win the league. All it takes is a 10-game unbeaten win streak with like 9 wins and 1 draw to get yourself back up there, especially this early. So let's to all of our fans worrying and saying this is going to be another season like last season, calm down. It's going to take time. We've got a new manager, new tactics, new players, still getting used to everything. Because let's be real, pre-season we didn't have everybody in at that time. It was still majority of the old guard. You know, the transfer window still ain't over. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there's still a load of outgoings to go as well. So yeah, it's going to take time. We will be a good team. You know, this is only going to be the first season. We weren't going to win the league this year. Let's be real. It's not out of the equation already, but I'm just saying we weren't going to win the league. So let's not, you know, be gutted or anything like that we're 1 point in 2 games. No, let's not, you know, get over exaggerate. This team's going to take time to build and get used to and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's going to take time. So yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. Yeah, it's just unfortunate we had to, you know, unfortunately we didn't get the win. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the whole game. What was the flaws and everything like that. I've been very intrigued to know. But yeah, like, subscribe, bell notification on. And yeah, let's hope we can beat Wimbledon on Wednesday, wherever it was. Yeah, take care, everyone. Peace.